Chapter 5, Part 2. Intersections controlled by yield signs. This is on page 52. A yield sign means that you must let the traffic on the through road have the right of way. You may enter the intersection without stopping if there are no pedestrians, cyclists, or vehicles on the through road. But you must slow down and stop if necessary and wait for a safe gap if there is traffic on the through road. Traffic circles and roundabouts. These are found in some areas to help ensure safe passage of traffic through an intersection without necessarily stopping the flow of traffic. Traffic circles. Traffic circles are mostly found in residential neighborhoods. When you use a traffic circle, first bullet point, slow down as you approach the circle. Obey any posted traffic control signs such as yield or stop signs. If there are no traffic control signs, treat the intersection as an uncontrolled intersection. Yield to any traffic in the circle. If another vehicle arrives at the circle at the same time as you do, yield to the vehicle on your right. Go around the traffic circle to the right, that is, in the counterclockwise direction. Sidebar, you must turn right to enter a traffic circle and right again to leave it. Yield to vehicles that are already in the traffic circle. If another vehicle arrives at the traffic circle at the same time as you do, yield to the vehicle on your right. Roundabouts. Roundabouts are generally larger than traffic circles. Some roundabouts have more than one lane. Lane use signs and markings may be displayed at the approaches to indicate where you can go in each lane when you are in the roundabout. Make sure you know where you want to go and are in the proper lane to get there before you enter the roundabout. Do not change lanes in the roundabout. Sidebar. This sign warns of a roundabout ahead. Back to here. Roundabouts often have a truck apron around the central island, which larger vehicles may use to help them get through the roundabout. When you use a roundabout, make sure you know where you want to go before you enter the roundabout, and enter the correct lane to go where you want to go. Lane use signs or road markings will indicate which lane you need to use. If you want to turn left, make sure you are in the left lane. If you intend to turn right, use the right lane. If you intend to go straight, you may use either the left or right lane. Slow down as you approach the roundabout. Yield to pedestrians that may be crossing or about to cross in the crosswalk located in advance of the roundabout. You may yield to any traffic already in the roundabout. Go around the roundabout in a counterclockwise direction. Do not change lanes in a roundabout. Do not ride alongside any large vehicles such as trucks and buses in roundabouts, as they may need to use more than their lane to go around the roundabout. If you enter the roundabout in the left lane, stay in that lane. You may either go straight or turn left from that lane. When you exit, signal right in advance of your exit location. As you exit the roundabout, be prepared to yield to pedestrians who may be in the crosswalk where you are exiting. Sidebar, smart riding tip. Emergency vehicles displaying flashing lights and sirens always have the right of way. If an emergency vehicle is approaching, avoid blocking a traffic circle or a roundabout. Stop for the emergency vehicle before entering, or exit the traffic circle or roundabout, and then stop to allow the emergency vehicle to pass. Sidebar: slow down when approaching a roundabout and yield to traffic already in it. Stay in the same lane that you approached the roundabout from. Do not ride alongside large vehicles such as trucks and buses in roundabouts. In the example above, the motorcycle has entered the roundabout from the south in the right lane after first yielding to vehicles in the roundabout. The rider may either turn right at the east exit or continue straight and take the north exit. This is demonstrated by the red arrows. The blue car entered from the south lane in the left lane and has merged into the left lane in the roundabout. Because the blue car entered from the left lane, the driver can't immediately turn right at the first exit, east, but can take either the north or west exit. So the blue line demonstrates the north exit, and it could keep going around to the west exit. The trailer combination entered the roundabout from the east in the left lane, and the driver is going to take the south exit. Note that due to the length of the combination, the trailer is partially in the right lane, and the combination will be exiting in the right lane. The driver of the green car must yield to the tractor trailer already in the roundabout. So here's the combination tractor and trailer, and it is going south. Entering a roadway. When you are pulling out of a driveway, alley, or parking lot onto a road, stop before the sidewalk or area where pedestrians may be walking. Then pull out carefully, yielding to traffic on the road and waiting for a safe gap. Using lanes correctly. In the last chapter, you learned about the signals, signs, and pavement markings that tell you what lanes you can ride in. The next section tells you more about which lanes to use and how to use them. Which lane should you use? Sidebar. This diagram shows keep right, let others pass. Slower traffic, keep right. Choose a lane that gives you the best vision and allows you to go where you want to go. On a multi-lane highway, you should travel in one of the right-hand lanes. This is especially important if you are riding more slowly than other vehicles or if signs direct you to keep out of the left lane. Just because you're riding at the speed limit does not mean that you should continually ride in the left lane. This may cause the other drivers to try and pass you on the right, which may not be safe as passing on the left. When you're on freeways that have more than 2 lanes in each direction, you should ride in the center lane or a right-hand lane, leaving the left lane for higher speed traffic and passing vehicles. Riding in the center lane may be more risky than the right lane because the traffic may change into the center lane from both the right and left lanes. Lane tracking and lane position. Before you make a turn, you need to get your motorcycle into the correct lane. Then you need to end up in the correct lane after you complete your turn. This is sometimes called lane tracking. As a rider, you also need to decide which section of the lane is safest for you to ride in. This is called lane position. To read more about lane position, see Chapter 6, See, Think, Do. Right turns. These illustrations provide information about the lane tracking and lane position, which will help you turn safely when making a right turn. First sidebar here. To turn right, move into the right-hand section of the right lane before you make your turn. Then, turn into the right lane of the cross street. In some intersections, road markings allow you to turn right from a center lane. Some intersections have special yield lanes for vehicles turning right. To make a right turn, move into this lane and wait until there is a break in the traffic to complete your turn. Left turns. For left turns, this is sometimes hard to figure out which lane to turn into. Um, these illustrations show you the correct lane tracking for different road types. In this first diagram, to turn left from a two-way road onto a two-way road, move to the center lane and ride into the center lane of the cross street. Second diagram. To turn left from a one-way road onto a two-way road, turn from the left lane into the center lane. Third diagram. To turn left from a two-way road onto a one-way road, turn from the center lane into the left lane. And the last diagram here, to turn from a one-way road onto a one-way road, turn from the left lane into the left lane. I think what we're going to do is we're going to stop there for Chapter 5, Part 2. Thanks for listening.